I'm in turmoil because I have to do number 2 and I don't have any water. I gotta make sure I have stuff to clean myself with. I have toilet paper in here. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the wet wipes. I think I'm going to use the toilet paper though. Okay. I've got news for you. Things I want to pursue. Oh, I'm jumping up Kilimanjaro, Kilimanjaro. Oh, I've got the wind in my hair. Oh, Kilimanjaro. Got my bucket here. And I had some problems, so I'm glad that I'm doing this because I'm learning that there's some things that I have to learn. So I'm gonna go dump my bucket right now. It's got peat moss on the bottom, so I kind of swished it around, and with all the peat moss, the bucket didn't get dirty. But the problem is when you're doing number 2, sometimes you go number 1 also, and then when those two mix together, that's not the ideal solution for storing that because that's going to bring smells and bugs. So I have to get rid of this right away. So I got to figure out the next time that I go number 2 in there, I got to find a way to do number 1. And I know some people have done like funnels and some other stuff. So I've got to be creative. So here's my bucket. I'm not going to show you what's inside, but I've already picked out a place here on my property where I'm going to dump this. I have a big ditch back here, so I have a lot of leaves that are in there. So that's going to help, like the composting of stuff. So I know that this is going to disappear once the rainfall and stuff comes. There's a whole bunch of leaves in there. So I'll show you the hole now. That's where I'm going to put it. And it's only for a few days until I get my well working. Hopefully it's going to be a fast fix and easy fix because I'm really scared about that. But I know God is on my side. But I think that God is doing this because he knows that I have to start getting ready. I've had some visions and I've had some dreams, and I've just kind of like been postponing everything. So this is 1 acre here. This whole acre is mine. Then I have another one just like it on the other side of the house. So back here, we've been pulling sand out of here for the paver. So we have like this big ditch here. So this is where I'm going to do my composting if something were to happen. My poop compost is going to go in there. So here it goes, the bucket. Hold on. Okay, so because that bucket got wet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in the sun, outside in the sun, so that this peat moss can dry up really well. And then I'm going to put some more peat moss in there. There's the bucket. So see how it's got a little bit of peat moss on the side because it was wet because I did the pee in there. So now I'm going to have to, probably going to have to bring like some kind of a like pee container or something. So I don't know, guys. I might have to put like a hose and a funnel, or I may just have to, like, after I do number 2, I have to stand up and go in the cup. I'm telling you guys, I'm learning, and I'm doing this for you guys. I used the toilet the first time, accidentally went number 1 with number 2, and that's not a good thing, so I threw it out. Most people, what they do is they like save it, and they just put like another layer, and then lay over the poop. And I'm like, okay, but why do I want to do that? Because I'm in Florida and it's hot and I don't want bugs here. So I thought to myself, you know what? I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I can throw away what I got. So my plan is go outside and throw that outside. And there's still going to be moss in there. So I'm saving on the moss. I can also put leaves in there as well, like crumbled leaves and things like that, and throw that out in the pit. If you saw the pit for the poop that I have out there. But when it rains, it's going to get full of water. So that's perfect because that'll just decompose. Those are my basic needs right now, is for water, which is showering, brushing my teeth, washing dishes, cleaning myself, and pooping and peeing. So those are your basic essentials. Drinking water is another thing. Also, I have a Berkey water filter in the house. I don't really need it to use it right now, but I do have it for emergencies because if the water was dirty or something like that, I would also have to use that. All right, so for pee, I use a pee jug. In my RV, in my truck camper, I use a thermos. When I travel, I use my thermos to pee in. I have it open now because I washed it, because that way when I throw it out and I'm traveling, nobody's going to know what's in there. At home, I don't care because I just throw it on my property and I throw it in different places all the time because I don't want to burn the grass. but this is a wide mouth. This is usually from Costco. You can buy like for nuts, and it's nice and light. So I love this. It says pea jug, so we never use it for anything other than that. So I'm using the pee thing for the pee. If I just have to pee, this is why I keep it up here, because it's easy for me to grab and just take it and pee. Okay, so the other thing is the peat moss is what I use, and I have one layer of peat moss in here. And then when I do number 2, I got to be careful that number 1 doesn't go in there. So I bought this little thing from Walmart, and I'll let you know how that works out and putting this together because I'm still learning. But I have in the shower, I also keep the peat moss in this bucket, the extra peat moss, so I can keep putting peat moss in the toilet. This little cat litter thing I bought. Here we go. This thing worked, but this cup is too wide, so I got to get something that's way narrower because that takes up too much space in the bucket. But I maneuvered and I got it done. It's in there. Number 1 is in there. Number 2 is in here. Now I'm going to go dump number 2 outside. Guys, this is the system that I'm using. Don't laugh because I'm new at this. So yes, I could leave the stuff there and then put more stuff and more stuff in, but it doesn't make sense for me, and it's hot and I don't want to have bugs, and I feel creeped out knowing that there's poop in that bucket. I don't know, guys. It's just me. Here we go. Oh, this smells like dirt. It doesn't smell. All right, let's see if I can get this stuff here. Ain't pretty, guys. Ain't pretty. Holy smokes. I'll leave some of oh, I have to break this scooper. It's a little long. All right, don't smell. It just smells like dirt, you know, like wet. It smells like wet dirt. Ooh. All right, so this is the transport of the morning jewels. Okay, guys. Listen, you're laughing. I know you're laughing because other people make it look pretty because they leave it there. I don't want to leave it there. I don't want to leave it there. I want to throw it out. There's no reason. I mean, if I was in some place, like, you know, I didn't have a place to throw it out, and I'm not going to be digging holes every day. So I'm taking my can and I'm throwing it out. I'm still in my pajamas. I still haven't had my breakfast. Here's my pit. Okay, guys, not for nothing, but this actually did not turn out bad after all, because I rolled the stuff around in the peat moss, kind of shook the bucket until the stuff kind of like, there's peat moss stuck all over it, so that, gosh, this would not be a good, this would be a different situation if there was diarrhea or something like really wet like that. But that's for another story, guys, because I don't think I would want to leave diarrhea inside my bucket. So I don't care how anybody else does it. This is the way that I'm doing it. Yes, I don't have to use peat moss. In this emergency situation, I can collect leaves, let them dry out, crumble them up, use them the same way I'm using the peat moss. So this is the way that it's working out for me. Super great. So all I gotta do now is throw out my pee from last night. Green one is the transport. The clear one has the litter, so I put a little bit of litter in here so that nothing sticks to the bottom, because remember, I don't have water. I haven't gotten any rainwater. So this is it. This is it, and this is it. And everything that you see on YouTube from these off-gridders and these preppers doesn't always apply to you. Okay, it doesn't always apply. I live in Florida. It's super hot. It's gonna be 86 today, and I don't want to be in here with poop sitting in there, and I don't want to poop on top of poop. I just don't want to. I don't want to have a bucket full of poop. Maybe I'm new at this and it's not a big deal, but I live on my property and I have a little pit over there. So why can't I just take my poop every day and throw it out over there? And the other thing is, if I had a partner here, I'd probably have 2 buckets, one for him and one for me. I don't want to poop in his bucket. I want to poop in my bucket. I don't want to poop in nobody else's bucket. I don't want my poop on top of nobody else's. Why can't we have 2 buckets? You can find a pink bucket or a pink lid. So much better, because now we can differentiate between our buckets. If you also are menstruating, ladies, this is handy. Number 1, I would keep one in the kitchen for washing dishes, and I would have 1 or 2 of these in the bathroom, because if you had a runny diarrhea and you had to clean your butt, you can use this as a here, I'll show you how good this is, because I use this. I could take this to the beach also, rinse my feet off the sand, rinse my dogs off. Look at that spray. Look at that. That's what I wash my dishes with. So this bottle, I can use it to wash my butt with this. If you're menstruating, instead of using like tons and tons of paper, you can also rinse yourself off with this. Okay, guys, thank you for watching Remember, get 2 of these, 1 for the bathroom, 1 for the kitchen. You never want to be without one of these anyway. So you can also just buy the nozzles as well. So you can have 1 bottle and have 2 nozzles. That's another option, but for the price of the nozzle, I just get 2 bottles. If you like these videos and they help you a lot, I'm working on this series of teaching you a lot of things. Please give it a thumbs up. A lot of censorship with YouTube right now. They don't want you to know a lot of things. If I put certain tags in my videos like prepping, if I put certain tags like off-grid living and things like that, they automatically remove me from the suggestion because they know that a lot of us are trying to help other people and get the information out, but they kind of pool us with other kinds of people too. And that's the problem that we're having right now. So please give this a like, share it on your Facebook, share it. This is a way for you to give back to my channel by sharing it, the information, if it's positive for you. Next time, I'm handling raw meat all the time. So I'm going to give you my tips for handling raw meat when you have a little bit of water or you have to conserve water. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Ooh. Thanks for falling asleep. Man, that was comfortable. What's this? Stickers. Get yours by going to the description box below. By the way, guys, I'm still holding the jewels.